everybody. I hope you are staying cool because Pam here from Take Two Radio is very hot in Chicago.
Here, too.
Oh, yeah? And my co-host Sabina is joining me today from Atlanta. Is it really hot and humid over there?
Yeah, except for yesterday it was beautiful, and Sunday was really beautiful, cooler, less humid, and I want it to come back. So we keep getting teased with fall weather.
I know, but you have to think about it. Summer's practically over, and we're just now getting it. And that's very, very unusual for Chicago because normally starting in July we hit those 90s and above and the humidity in the hundreds, and, you know, then we want to beg for September to come along. You know, it's the complete opposite this time. So I guess we should probably bring on our guest. What do you think?
Sure, yep.
You think he wants to talk?
I think so.
Well, tonight we welcome a director, an actor, a writer, and the Batman remake, Gary Cairns. Couldn't help but bring that one in. Welcome, Gary. I was going to originally say this is a catch-up with Gary and his project show, so that'll work too.
Yeah. Hello?
Are you with us? Oh, okay.
Yes. No, I thought I lost you for a second. I was like, I'm looking at my phone. I was like, did it disconnect?
Don't lose us. Please don't lose us.
No, I'd call right back.
Yeah, definitely. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. How are you ladies doing?
We're good. We're just all hot and sticky.
Yeah, it's hot and it just rained a little bit in Dallas, so it's but usually it's super hot here and muggy. So I'm kind of enjoying the cool weather today.
Most definitely. And you're filming out there right now, correct?
Yeah, I'm on location in Dallas for another week or so, and then I go back home. So
is it something you can talk about as far as what you're filming?
Yeah, I'm shooting a film called Daylight's In. It's a post-apocalyptic thriller. You know, set like 3 years and the world's ending type of thing. You know, it has Lance Henriksen, Johnny Strong, Hakeem Kazim, Louis Mandalore. It's a really cool group of actors. Heather Kafka. But yeah, I mean, go on and on. Chris Carson, just amazing talent I've been surrounded by this month, and really, really appreciate being here. So it's kind of like a dream job.
A lot of things are happening for you, and that's exciting.
Yeah, it's weird. One day I was doing nothing. All of a sudden, the past 13 months, I've been film to film. You know, but you build it, they will come. So
right.
Slowly but surely, you put it out there, the universe responds. And it all started with Malignant, actually. That was the first feature, and then it just got busy from that point on.
Well, keep it going because you deserve it. You've been working hard, and we would like to also talk about your road trip to film Monumental.
Yes, that was, I talked to you ladies right before I took that road trip, didn't I? Or was it?
Yes, right before.
Yeah, right before. Yeah, it was a 2-week road trip from L.A. to New York. We went to all the monuments. It wasn't like a straight shot. We went Hoover Dam, then through New Mexico, straight up through Colorado to Mount Rushmore to St. Louis Arch, then through Indiana. We shot in Indiana. Then we went to Michigan for a derby, and then we went down under through the top of Ohio. I stopped at my family's house for like 4 hours and took a nap in Cleveland, Ohio, my Aunt Kathy and Uncle Jerry's house. It was awesome that they let us crash here for a minute, and then on to New York, saw the Statue of Liberty, did a little thing there, Liberty Bell, Washington, D.C., and we shot a couple days in Virginia Beach to, some insert close-up shots, RV shots. And then we drove from Virginia Beach, me, Luke, and a few other crew guys, Virginia Beach to Huntington Beach, California, in 40 hours. So it was,
wow.
I mean, it was amazing, and it was so many ups and downs. It was like the RV read the script. I'm telling you, because what happened like seriously, what happened? I think Luke mentioned that on the show with you guys.
Yeah.
It literally, I swear.
Down.
I mean, in every little which way, is Luke and Brandon Densley, or like semi-mechanics now. I think they learn how to fix RVs at least, or rig them up somehow, keep us surviving. And that's a very vague part of the description of that road trip.
You went to a ton of places, though. I mean, have you been to any of those before?
I've been to the Hoover Dam before, and that's why originally when I first wrote the first draft of Monumental, the Hoover Dam was not in it. And obviously I was uneducated and ignorant to ignore it. And then when I was there, I literally was reading every little piece of rock that had information. I mean, I studied it. I even got a DVD, took it home, and just really grew to appreciate that monument. And I was like, damn, it's got to be in here. Even though we rush it in the film, it fits the story how we shot it. We don't get to glorify it. I mean, we had helicopters flying over. Me and Luke were actually in a helicopter flying over the Hoover Dam for one of the shots. I don't recommend that because if you're afraid of heights like me, that would
be me.
Not me.
Sabina will do anything.
If it was a faster helicopter, it might have been funner. This was like a slow bubble one. It was just like putting along and feeling every little wind jab you can feel. When it landed, I was like smiling like ear to ear, like this is like I'm landed. This is.
Did you get down on your knees and kiss the ground?
No, it was too hot, or I probably would have. Arizona's not there. Nevada, whatever that area is, it's not super hot.
Yeah.
Definitely, because that's what I feel like when I get out of an airplane. I want to get down and kiss the ground that I've landed safely. So there's no part of me that wants to or needs to go into a helicopter. It's hard enough to get on a plane.
Yeah, they're only for film's sake is how I did it. That's it. My character does it, I do it. Other than that, Gary Cairns does not get in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Character can.
Well, I can understand that. I've been in a helicopter, and it is it's different, and it actually gave me these weird feelings in my stomach whenever it would go, like feel like it's falling, but it's not. So I can understand how you felt. I don't know why, but I wasn't really that nervous and that frightened by it. I enjoyed seeing, because I went in a helicopter in Hawaii. And so I was seeing beautiful scenery, so I think that kind of helped. I don't know, but we were kind of hovering there in near these great big not glaciers, waterfalls, and in nooks and crannies, and it was definitely it was very intense, but it was fun. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, our director, luckily, he's not afraid of anything. He also had his own aerial shots around Hoover Dam. He did it also at Mount Rushmore, got in one and just got his own aerial. So the trailer I sent you, those shots, I mean, that's Scott Hansen, you know what I mean? Our director just shooting away, pulling favors, and, those aerials are his, so it's awesome. He's the daredevil.
Yeah, I think you need to have at least one on a film, depending on what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, and it might as well be our leader at the helm.
Yeah.
The director.
Well, I want to thank you for sharing the short trailer with me and Sabina. I'll have to tell you that you had me in tears, and it's only a little over 2 minutes long, so we're definitely going to need at least a whole Kleenex box to watch this film when it's done.
That's cool. You felt that way. And I mean, like I said, it's a rough trailer. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I'll send you like the newest solid footage before it's released.
Cool.
We should have a new trailer. Probably tonight we'll have a fresher one, actually. It's just going to get better and better. Those are a quick tweak, little tweaks here and there we got to do, so.
Yeah, but you can tell just from that 2 minutes, you put the best parts of the film probably in there to show what it's about and who it's about and and the journey. I mean, I don't know if it's maybe because I know what the movie's about, but to me, I tried to view it as somebody new viewing it, and you did a great job, even if it's a rough cut.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell Scott. It's Scott and his team over at Digital Thunderdome in Virginia Beach putting that together, with notes from Luke. I haven't even given them notes. I've been too busy, but they're, they know what they're doing over there.
Mhm. So, yeah, you can tell. So give them a shout out from us.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
Now, what was it like for you to film and act in the same movie that you actually wrote? I mean, you have a lot of hats in this movie.
Yeah. It didn't really hit me. I mean, it was one of those ones that me and Luke talked about it because, I mean, we created this thing and obviously me and him are in these scenes and we've discussed it. And me and him really had one day we actually sat down as actors trying to rehearse with each other just kind of vaguely. And on set it was just like we had instant chemistry. And we had from another movie, Lost in Crowd, we did like 25 million years ago. That'll never see the light of day probably.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's just a little smug remark to the people that flag on putting things out. But that's what Monumental is all about. It's about showing people, hey, you can do it no matter what. No excuses. Just go do it. Don't talk about it. Do it. But to finish your question, it wasn't that hard because working with, like I said, I had a great team around me. Luke, we were focused. Scott knew what he was doing. Our producers knew, Stuart. We put this all together, and it was like I said. I'm kind of looking at it now, seeing the trailer, and I got a little worked up when I saw it because I was like, okay, wow, this is what I was going for. You know what I mean? And it didn't hit me while we were filming it because we had no time. I mean, it was crunch time, 24/7, sleeping, driving, nonstop. We couldn't post nothing but little stills. We had some investors kind of saying, "Oh, you promised us to do this." We're like, we had no time. We can't stop the movie, stop and go pull over and edit something that we don't have an editing bay with us and show us. You know what I mean? It was just little arguments here and there. Like we really tried to do what we can to appease all of our people that helped donated and did what they can. And it was, other than that, it was a joy. But I think me and Luke now are kind of being able to sit back and go, wow, we're doing this because he's been so busy with some other stuff too. It just happened. Like Monumental just literally happened. We talked about it and we just did it. There was no, you know what I mean? It was just kind of
right.
Go do it. Boom.
Right. Now, you kind of answered another question I had, and that was now that you've completed the film and you've, viewed what you've had, are you happy with the finished product, or is there anything you would do differently? So it sounds like you pretty much got what you wanted.
I haven't seen any of the film, in the rough cut, but I have all my faith in Scott and his team. That's why when I have other people that want to direct the movie, and to me, if there's one single most important thing, I mean, everything's so important to a movie, but you have to have a director that has a vision and it's going to have a point across. And Scott's one of those guys that's just in his head. Like he was talking to me about, I know how I see the trailer. It's in my head, and I completely have faith in him because I've been a fan of him for, some years now. And the fact when I was helping him move one day or just packing stuff up, and he's like, hey, what's about Monumental? So when he came, he was interested. I knew we were going to make a good movie, or a great movie. If I would have directed it, I think it would have been good. But him directing, I think we have a shot at really a great movie.